When people hear the name Toyota Camry, they usually think about comfort, reliability, and daily usability. But today we're not just talking about the car, we're diving deep into what truly defines it, the engine. Because no matter how smooth the ride is or how premium the interior feels, the real personality of the Camry begins under the hood. For this review, I'm focusing on the most common and widely searched version in the US market, the 2.5-liter naturally aspirated four-cylinder engine found in recent model years. It varies by market and trim, but typically this engine produces around 200 to 203 horsepower and about 180 to 184 pound-feet of torque. These numbers might not sound aggressive on paper, but the real story is how this engine delivers that power. The 2.5-liter engine belongs to Toyota's Dynamic Force family. It uses dual overhead cams, direct and port fuel injection, and a relatively high compression ratio compared to older Camry engines. What that means in real-world driving is simple: better thermal efficiency, smoother throttle response, and improved fuel economy without sacrificing everyday drivability. From the moment you start it up, the Camry's engine feels refined. There's no harsh vibration, no dramatic exhaust tone, just a calm, confident idle. Toyota clearly engineered this engine to prioritize smoothness over drama. In city driving, this becomes immediately noticeable. Throttle inputs feel predictable and linear. There's no turbo lag to manage, no sudden torque spike. You press the accelerator and the power builds steadily. That linear nature makes daily commuting less stressful. In traffic, the engine responds gently and smoothly. When merging onto highways, acceleration feels strong enough to be confident but never overwhelming. It's not trying to be a sports sedan, it's trying to be dependable and efficient. And it succeeds. Most Camry models with this engine are paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. The transmission plays a huge role in how the engine feels. Gear shifts are smooth and well-timed. Under light acceleration, it keeps RPMs low to improve fuel efficiency. When you demand more power, it downshifts quickly and cleanly. It varies slightly by model year and tuning, but typically the overall setup feels balanced and refined. Now, if you're someone who cares about efficiency, this engine really shines. The 2.5-liter Camry is known for delivering excellent fuel economy for a mid-size sedan. It varies by trim and drivetrain, but typically it achieves strong EPA ratings in both city and highway driving. This is largely due to the engine's advanced combustion design and Toyota's focus on thermal efficiency. One thing that stands out is how quiet the engine remains during normal driving. At cruising speeds, it settles into the background. Wind and road noise often become more noticeable than the engine itself. This adds to the relaxed character of the Camry. Long highway drives feel effortless. The engine doesn't feel strained even at higher speeds. However, let's be honest. If you push it hard, you'll quickly realize this is not a performance-focused engine. Under aggressive acceleration, the engine becomes more audible, and while it pulls confidently, it doesn't deliver the thrilling high-rev excitement of a turbocharged sports sedan. It's competent, not dramatic. And that's by design. For drivers wanting more power, some Camry trims offer a 3.5-liter V6 engine. It varies by year and availability, but typically that engine produces over 300 horsepower. The V6 transforms the Camry into something much quicker and more energetic. Still, the four-cylinder remains the most popular choice because it balances power and efficiency so well. Reliability is another major reason why this engine earns respect. Toyota has built its reputation on durability, and the Camry is one of its strongest examples. With regular maintenance, proper oil changes, quality fuel, and routine servicing, this 2.5-liter engine is known for long-term dependability. It doesn't rely on complicated turbocharging systems in its standard form, which often means fewer high-stress components over time. Another aspect worth mentioning is how modern this engine feels compared to older Camry generations. Previous models focused more on basic reliability, sometimes at the cost of refinement. The newer Dynamic Force engine feels more sophisticated. It's smoother, more efficient, and better tuned for modern driving demands. In everyday driving situations, school runs, office commutes, grocery trips, the engine feels effortless. It doesn't demand attention. It simply does its job quietly and efficiently. That mechanical simplicity builds confidence over time. You don't feel like you're pushing the engine to its limits during normal driving. It always feels like it has more to give. On twisty roads, the Camry's engine provides steady, predictable power. While it's not a corner-carving sports machine, the smooth throttle response helps maintain control. There are no sudden bursts of torque to unsettle the chassis. It's stable and composed. Overall, the Toyota Camry's 2.5-liter engine represents balance. It's not about extreme horsepower numbers. It's not about turbocharged drama or track day performance. It's about creating a powertrain that works seamlessly in real life. Smooth starts, predictable acceleration, strong fuel efficiency, and long-term reliability, that's what defines this engine. Specs can vary by region and model year. In the end, the Camry engine reflects Toyota's philosophy: intelligent engineering over flashy performance. It may not excite your heart with loud exhaust notes or aggressive power surges, but it earns your trust every single day. And for millions of drivers, that reliability, smoothness, and efficiency matter far more than raw speed. If you're looking for an engine that simply works, quietly, efficiently, and consistently, the Toyota Camry delivers exactly that.